Hey, so it's my last day here in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I just said to make this video to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I want to say very, very big thank you to the Lil Nouns community for sponsoring my journey here to Argentina to represent the community. This is my first time traveling out of the country. I know a lot of people that have met me have heard this. Yes, I know. But then, it's worth noting and worth mentioning because this is my first time traveling out and Argentina is like my first stop. It's really crazy. And all of this is only possible because of Lil Nouns, because of the community, because of the people that believed in me and trusted me enough to send me down here to represent the community, and not just to represent the community, but to also make a collection, a fashion collection. Creating the designs for this collection was different for me. It was the unique one for me because it's like, okay, this is going to be your first international showcase as Vibes and Styles representing Lil Nouns. And I just had to do something different, created all of the unique pieces, and I'm excited. I'm happy that it was well received. A lot of the people that saw the designs really loved it, and they only had good things to say about it. And out of 10 designs that we made, 8 of them was actually sold. One of them went missing, and I still have one more design left. That is a huge one because it's like I didn't even know if people were going to really rock with it, but it did. And it's so cool. And also, shout out to every single person that has supported me all the way, that has been a huge part of this. Shout out to the entire GNAS community, to the entire GNAS Styles, to the entire Skate guys. You're super amazing. And yeah, I just, have to say thank you to you guys. Thank you to Vlad. Thank you to Wee. Thank you to Zima. If I don't mention your name, I'm still telling you thank you because I'm very bad with names, but very great with faces. And every single person played a huge role in, shaping my perspective about what it really means to be a part of community, to meet with people. Here in Argentina, my experience has been a roller coaster. It has been a roller coaster from the moment I stepped in the city to the moment I went to the event, the Dev Connect event, the On-Chain Creators Rally, and linking up with a lot of people that majority of the time we were only talking over on Discord. We only connected online, but meeting IRL, the vibe has been different. The vibe has been awesome. Being in Argentina, I've learned a lot. The people here are really nice. Forget about whatever drama or whatever crazy thing you're seeing on X right now. The people here in Argentina are super nice and super helpful. They are very welcoming. They are very hospitable. Every single Argentine I have met they've been friendly to me. They always want to know, oh, do you need any help? Get my number in case you need anything. You don't get that everywhere. One time I went to the mall, so I was trying to locate the red ATM that allows you use your QR code to send crypto and then you get cash from the ATM. And on this fateful day, I booked a ride, and the first time I used a red ATM, I just searched on Google. I saw red ATM. I picked one of the addresses. I imputed it, and then the rider, because I was using InDrive the entire time I was here, took me to the location. It was a mall, and I was looking. I saw the ATM, but there was no red ATM there. I got confused, and at that moment, I was stranded because the cash I had on me was just to take me to the red ATM to withdraw the money because I had high hopes that I was going to get cash because some guys from the Nigerian Dev Connect chat already said, oh, they got cash from the red ATM. And I was like, okay, this is a good one. I was going to get cash from the red ATM and then I was going to go to a party, the refraction party. Only for me to get there and I got stranded at that moment because I didn't have enough money. I checked the ride from that location to where the refraction party was happening. I discovered it was way more expensive than the last cash I had because I had exchanged some dollars at the airport before, the moment I landed. But I had exceeded all that money. I was stranded. I was asking the security guy. He couldn't help because he did not know what Red ATM was at all. He didn't even understand what I was saying. I gave him a Google Translate, explained myself to him that I'm trying to find the ATM that allows you use QR code to send money and get cash. He said there was none here. I was like, damn, okay. Apparently, the location they took me to was just a walking distance from where the Red ATM was, but they had closed. And that was my own mistake because I didn't check while I was looking at those addresses on Google, because sometimes it lets you know what the opening time or the closing time are for all of these different places on Google. And I did not do my due diligence. I didn't check that. And then there was this couple, a guy and a girl. I saw them. They saw me looking so lost, and I was like, hey, can you guys help me out? They didn't really speak much English, and we had to use Google Translate. So that's the crazy part about being in Argentina. A lot of the friends I met here that don't speak English, most of the time we're communicating, we're using Google Translate. Shout out to Luna and Franco for being patient with me. Those are another couple I met. But then these guys were ready to help me. I just told them, oh, this is the challenge I'm having. And they were like, oh, there's actually a Red ATM or walking distance from here, but they have closed. And I'm like, God damn. Okay, this is my situation right now. I'm stranded because I don't have enough pesos to take me to where I want to go to. And I only have dollars and crypto. That's cash in dollars and crypto. So I don't know what to do right now. And the guy asked me, oh, you have crypto? Okay, I can take crypto. I have like 20,000 pesos with me. I can give you that and then you send me crypto. Like, bro, I was like, damn, okay, yes, of course. And it gave me his WhatsApp number. I added him up. It gave me his wallet address. I sent him the money, and then he gave me the cash. Plus, they helped me connect to the internet at the mall, and so I was able to book a ride because I didn't have internet at that point in time. I'd exhausted the roamless data that DevConnect perk gave. That's just one out of many situations that I found myself. Is it a time that my phone went off while I went to the bridge where there's like water, there's Starbucks at one end, there's the Bank of China at the other end. I was with my friends that day, but my phone was like on 1%. So I was trying to locate, they helped me book the ride, and I was trying to locate the driver. But by the time I got to the junction, I could not find the driver. And I did not know where he had parked because if you don't know how to read the map, and you're in Argentina, you easily get lost. So that happened to me, and before I could be able to figure out how to text the driver or something, my phone went off. And I didn't want to walk all the way back to go look for my friends to tell them, oh guys, this is what happened to me. I stood there for a moment contemplating, and I was with some clothes that I was trying to send to the United States. I just stood there for a moment. I was so lost. And this couple again, another couple, they just came to drop something at the trash very close by. And I was like, hi. They were like, hi. They were really friendly and made me comfortable to even talk to them. And I was like, do you have Google Translate? Do you speak English? And the guy was like, no, just a little. And then I told him, Google Translate, and then he opened his Google Translate, and I told him, oh, this is what's happening. My phone went off, and right now I'm trying to go back to my apartment. And he asked, where's your apartment? I said, Sarmiento. And then he was like, oh, Sarmiento is not so far from here, and it's gonna book me a ride. I was like, whoa, okay. And then he helped me book the ride on Didi. He was telling me, oh, Didi is much cheaper. I should use Didi because Didi is cheaper than InDrive and all. He booked the ride. He and his girlfriend stayed with me, ensured that they saw the driver, got me in the ride. He explained to the driver, like, this is the challenge she's having right now, but make sure to take her to our location. He got my number also, and immediately I got home, charged up my phone. He got me on Instagram, actually. It was Instagram and connected. And immediately I got home, he had sent me a message. Hi, are you home safe? I hope you paid the right amount to the driver. I was like, damn. See, there are lots of amazing people in Argentina. There are lots of cool, nice people in Argentina. it made me feel safe because it's like, oh, I'm here. I don't speak Spanish. And sometimes I get stranded because my phone battery is not so good and my power bank doesn't get charged really fast. So my phone dies on me sometimes when I find myself in certain places. But I'm not so scared because the locals here are ready to help. As long as they, like, the moment they see you, they know, oh, you're a foreigner, you don't speak the language, they're ready to help you. I think it's not just about being a foreigner or anything. I don't know what Argentines or how they act towards each other here, but myself being a first-time visitor here in Argentina, I would definitely love to come back. I would definitely love to visit this city again because it is beautiful. The landscapes are amazing. The historical sites are just superb. There's so much you could learn by just visiting places. There's so much sights to see. I don't even think I saw everywhere, but all the places I went to were super, super, super amazing. And then my entire experience at Dev Connect was crazy. It was awesome. I was at the announce booth for most part. I think like 80-90% of the time I was in the announce booth. And again, I'm gonna say this: the announce booth is the best booth at Dev Connect. It was the best booth at Dev Connect. The creativity, the energy, the people that come in there, they were kids. Kids came to play, to sketch. There was a table tennis in there. And then, of course, my fashion collection was there. And shout out to all the people that came in there, complimented, connected with me, connected with the Leonards community. I had the opportunity to talk about Leonards. Like, if you met me at Dev Connect and I did not talk to you about Leonards or nouns as a whole, drop a message. Because I am definitely sure every single person I met, I spoke about Leonards to them. People that had Leonards, I met them. People that did not have Leonards, and I prompted them to get one because you need to have a little noun. I mean, you're watching me right now, you need to have a little noun because this community is very open, is very welcoming, and is very supportive. So I got the opportunity of connecting with people, connecting with Nouners, with Leo Nouners, with the Nous community. I went to the governance hub, and then I met Fran, another really cool person. She's from Brazil. She's from Floripa in Brazil. We had a lot of conversations. I got to find out she was into governance security. She was into a lot of amazing stuff, hosting events, connecting people. And while we went back to Dev Connect from where we went to have lunch, she was like, oh, she's going to the governance booth. I was like, oh, awesome. I actually wanted to visit the governance hub. And we eventually went there. There was a game that was played, like a simulation between investors and founders. The prompt was, do founders really want decentralization, or it's just lip service? It was really cool seeing everyone play their role as investors, as community members, as the governance guy, as the tech lead. It was really cool. I had a great time. And meeting Fran is also one of my greatest highlights being here. And I mean, generally, I'm making this video to just say I enjoyed my stay here in Argentina. I made good friends. I met good people. Right now, I'm thinking about visiting Brazil because I heard it's very beautiful there. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but hopefully it does. And I got the opportunity to tell people about fashion, how we could tell stories, to tell people about art, to tell people about Africa, to tell people about how I am using fashion as a means of storytelling, as a means of connecting people to their roots, as a means of turning digital art like the Lil Nouns NFTs into wearable designs. I had the opportunity to yap a lot about Nouns. I yapped a lot about Lil Nouns. I had the opportunity to tell people. I was actually surprised coming to Dev Connect, and when I asked someone, a lot of people knew Nouns. A lot of people knew Nouns but did not know Lil Nouns. So it was really exciting for me to tell them about this sub-DAO, about this amazing community, about Lil Nouns, about the fact that if you actually own a Lil Noun, you can also participate in governance in Nouns, because Lil Nouns owns 3 Nouns NFTs. I had the opportunity to tell people who did not even know anything about Nouns what Nouns is, what Lil Nouns is, how to get involved. You know, at every single opportunity I have to talk about what I love or what I'm passionate about, I do not hesitate to do that. So, generally, again, thank you to the community. Thank you to the African Web3 band. We had a blast on the stage, on the music stage. Thank you to Duo Duo. I got a lot of amazing gifts. I got their vinyl. The experience with them was really cool. The music was dope. They performed so passionately. It was raining a day of their performance, and they had to cut off the power, but they had an acoustic performance. It was so intimate. It was so, you know, the feeling was it was really great. I cried at some point when Clementina was talking about a song she wrote for her mom, who is treating cancer currently. And she wrote the song. The song is about her mom being a warrior. It was so soothing. Yeah, we got, emotional at that moment. A lot of us were crying because, if you still have your mom alive, you should definitely appreciate her. You should hold her close. You should show her love, because our parents they are priceless. Our parents are our treasure, so we should always treasure them. We should always honor them. And getting to know that her mom was going through that struggle at that point in time just made me feel very emotional. And hearing her write a song and perform the song for her mom was really powerful. It was a really powerful moment, and the entire experience was really cool. So the music stage was another highlight for me. We performed twice, the African Web3 band. The first day was a banger. The second day was awesome. And then DJ Perry performed. I had a lot of super amazing experiences here. Met a lot of people. And yeah, the Dev Connect jackets. I made a Dev Connect special edition sign here jacket. Thinking about when you're signing out of school and you have people use their marker to sign on your white t-shirt. That was the idea behind that particular jacket. All the people that signed that jacket, you guys are loved. You guys are special. You guys mean a lot to me. And I'm going to figure out what to do with that jacket. I'm going to figure out what to do with those signatures and how we can connect even more beyond just meeting at Dev Connect. So this is my experience. Not all of it, because there's still more. Is it the time I went to La Lucila to connect with nature with Sebastian? That was another really amazing experience. Sebastian is such a cool guy. He has this long hair, and I posted it. My friends were like, "Is that a lady?" I was like, "No, that's a guy." They were like, "What the?" Because Sebastian is really cute and is an amazing person. He's a great guy. I went to see him at La Lucila, and then he took me to the water side. It was nature. If you know me, you know I love nature. I felt so connected. I felt so good being there. Or is it the time we went for a long walk? I've seen a lot of places. Is it the immersive experience at the Secretariat, where historically used to be the mailing center where people go to send mails to other places. Bruh, I had a blast in Argentina, for real. And using Peanuts helped me solve a lot of the payment issues, and then onboard the tap card, also the onboard flex card. Also, a lot of people are building cool stuff. I had the opportunity to interview some of the volunteers from Africa, one of the volunteer lead from Africa. Also, I had the opportunity to interview Sebastian. I had the opportunity to interview Dodo. I had the opportunity to speak to a lot of the people that were here, hear their perspective, hear what they feel about Dev Connect, about Argentina for those that were visiting. Got to hear about what they felt about Dev Connect as a whole, and the entire space when it comes to fashion, NFTs, and even what they think about nouns as a whole. Like, for people that know about nouns, get to talk to people and teach them about Leo nouns also. So, and then I had the opportunity to also share about Vibes and Styles, being a Fujitsu fashion brand that is telling African stories, bringing the world on chain through stories, and also telling stories through fashion. So, I've talked a lot for like 19 minutes right now, and I'm going to end the video right here just to say I love you, Argentina. I love all of y'all that I met here at Dev Connect, and I hope to meet you guys again. Thank you, Leo Nouns.